Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Shrady and welcome back to the channel. So today we're talking about the Ultra League Premier Cup Classic, which means the Ultra Premier is back without XLs. It's what we've all wanted, right?
Nice.
This is what we've been asking for. Well, it's what a lot of people have been asking for. A lot of people are getting sick of XLs. So here it is, Ultra Premier Classic. Do you remember when Ultra Premier came out? Comment down below and let me know if you were there when Ultra Premier was released, because I was there and I was already doing Ultra Premier before it was a thing. When Ultra League was going on, I didn't build a single damn legendary. I built all the anti-meta Pokemon I possibly could, never had a legendary Pokemon, and just lost a whole lot. So Ultra Premier was very, very nice for me to join. The old Ultra Premier was a very rock, paper, scissors type of meta, with grass, water, and fire being the majority of what you're going to see. This is a bit different. Things have changed since then. There are new Pokemon out, and if you have like a Hundo Trevenant or a Trevenant that doesn't need to be XL, build it. Build it now. Now. I'll wait. I'll wait. Are you done? Build it. Build it. I'm serious. If you want to do well in this cup, it's gonna absolutely obliterate things. But either way, let's head on over here. So that's the... Cut this part out, please. Alright, so I've went ahead and built 3 strong teams for you to get ahead in this meta. I forgot to run the intro. I don't know. Put the intro in there somewhere. Hopefully. Put it in the montage. Nice sack, bro. Professionalism. I love you all. Either way, so yeah, as you can tell, I'm extremely tired. I got prescribed to a new medication, which at first didn't help me sleep at all. It's supposed to help me sleep, by the way. So I was up until like 5 a.m. and then I didn't sleep very much at all, and then all of a sudden I slept all day, and now I'm so tired. So if I seem off, that's why. So yeah, anyway, so I got 3 strong teams here for you. If any of the OGs might remember, the top left team over there, that is the old easy mode team from when the Ultra Premier was going on, and I don't know, I'll link it if you remember to, but just search easy mode team Shrady into YouTube and you'll know what I'm talking about. It was the old easy mode team. It was a team that you could just absolutely dominate with and not have to worry about too much other than a Swampert in the back, which to be honest, like, I went positive all the time, 5-0, a lot with that team. That was when I was very good. Now I'm just kind of good. But either way, let's go through these real quick so we can see what the deal is with each team. So we have Machamp, what's his face? Sludge, Booger guy. I seriously, my memory is so bad. But Boogerman. All right, so we've got Machamp, Boogerman, and Big Flying Firebird. So this is actually still going to work pretty well, honestly. Like I said, just watch out for Swamperts in the back. And if there are Swamperts in the back, there's way to play around it. Especially if you run Snarl on your Alolan Muck there. You can get those Dark Pulses off on the Swamperts and yeah, do some good damage. Alright, so anyway, and then the next team we have here is Empoleon, Shadow Machamp, and Dragonite as the closer. This one, I was running Swampert at first before realizing that Empoleon is a much better choice there because it gives you your ABA weak to Lapras if you are running Swampert in the lead there. But if you're running Empoleon, then you have no problems with Lapras. And then in the back, we've got Sirfetch'd, Shadow Gyarados, and Gengar. I was trying to build a double ghost team, but there's just not enough ghosts in the meta, and I don't have the dust or candy for a Trevenant. So, Shadow Gyarados it is. Still works pretty well. This is probably my favorite of the bunch. I will admit, though, the Empoleon team right there, with a little tweaking, you could probably make that your own and change Dragonite to something else. And that can be your own thing. Like, take any of these teams and build onto them as you wish. You know, just see what you see in the meta and adapt. That's my best advice I can give to you. Alright, hopefully that intro wasn't too long. Let's get into these first battles. So, they're not going to be in order because I was getting absolutely obliterated before I drank some coffee. So we're going to show ones against Running Froggy first. I'll show you the losses, trust me. Alright, so picking up a positive lead, he's running and a Alolan Golem. Massive respect. So I come with the Charizard. I'm a little bit late there. He does have enough for a close combat. It takes 4 to get to a close combat and 3 to get to a Leaf Blade. So I shield this up. It is a Leaf Blade, unfortunately. And fortunately for me, it was not a CMP tie. So we're going to throw here. And it looks like, again, this is a Leaf Blade because he is one short of the close combat, so I let that go. It is double resisted. And then right here, I get a lot of lag. And I'm not exactly sure what happens. Okay, so, interesting. So, hopefully we can get both of these Dragon Claws off. We do. Okay, we get both of the Dragon Claws off, which means we're able to retake switch here and get both shields. Or I'm sorry, not retake switch. Get both shields is what I meant. I'm still tired. I'm sorry. All right, so now we got to come back in with the Alolan Muck here, and at this point, I think I'm ready to tank a close combat. Like Alolan Muck can tank close combat pretty well, but it is a Leaf Blade, so I'm like, okay, that sounds good to me. And at this point, we are looking to throw. We throw one too late, which means we have to tank a close combat or another Leaf Blade. Which, if it's a Leaf Blade, then I'm snarling all the way down. So that gives me a huge advantage here. Since he went for 2 Leaf Blades, I was able to snarl all the way down, which gives me a massive energy lead, which means this game's pretty much already in the bag. So the Alolan Golem comes back in. I'm going to switch into the Machamp now. And the last Pokemon is his own Alolan Muck. This one running Poison Jab, which is what PvPoke recommends. But I think I'm going to run Snarl, if I'm being honest. So, yeah. This is looking pretty good. Probably have to shield this up. Right? No, actually, let this go. Yeah, we let this go. And it is an acid spray, so that's a bigger nail in the coffin right there. No shielding in the acid spray. That's yeah. All right, so that is out of the way, and it's just the Alolan Golem, and can't get to it because of the acid spray, but I do have the Dark Pulse loaded, so I have the shield, and that's why you want to save a charge move and a shield sometimes when you have Pokemon like Alolan Golem that build up energy really quickly and then save the energy for later. It is nice to save a shield and a charge move ready for that, especially if you know you're going to lose the CMP tie. So very nice. All right, so into the next battle. We'll show the next one up against Froggy. We'll just do all up against Froggy. These are, by the way, these were done with my patrons, so shout out to once again to my patrons. You guys are absolutely amazing, and thank you for helping me with these battles. All right, so we pick up this is not really a great lead here, but it's not a bad lead either. Leaf Blade one-shots, so we have to shield literally everything. But we do get a shield with the Hydro Cannon. You don't have to shield the first Hydro Cannon because it doesn't KO, and the Mud Shots aren't going to take you out. But I'm going to shield up this Leaf Blade, obviously. Now I'm going to switch into the Dragonite, hoping to line up... Oof, I don't even know what I'm going to do here. What's the deal here? Close combat. Okay, we tank the close combat, and it's a Magnezone. And I count to... Excuse me. I count to 5, and I throw the Dragon Claw, which would be the Mirror Shot. And I make a huge mistake. So it was a Mirror Shot, and I make a huge mistake. I come in here. You'll see. I won't spoil it. I come in here with the Machamp, and I count to 5. That's 5. And I was like, just another Mirror Shot, right? No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. And the last Pokemon is a Venusaur, so, you know, see, with Empoleon, you'd have at least a little bit of play here, but with Swampert, you're just dead in the water, or rather, dead in the grass. So, either way, GG's running Froggy into the next battle. Let us see what you have. All right, picking up a lead against a Shadow Dragonite. Not a great lead for us. We're going to switch into our Gyarados here. This is, like I said, this is one of my favorite teams here. That out of the 3, I think this is my favorite. So we're going to switch there. We do have to shield that up, even though it's only neutral. Froggy does something interesting and stays in, gets farmed down. So he comes in with a Crobat, and normally I would say go Aqua Tail because Aqua Tail gets Stab and is better. But Crunch has that chance to debuff now, so if you can get to 2 Crunches, then go for 2 Crunches rather than getting to 2 Aqua Tails, you know? So we don't get the debuff, of course, because my name is Shrady, and that's what happens with me. I come in with the Gengar here, and I know... he may have baited the Shadow Ball, but I was calling a bait here, and it was a double resisted Poison Fang. So now I can come in here, and I can just overfarm. This next Poison Fang is still double resisted, but it will do a little bit more damage, and the Air Slashes are going to do a lot. As you can see, those Air Slashes are doing so much now, just as much as the Poison Fangs. We go for the Shadow Punch that takes out the Crobat, and then we can at least get to a Shadow Punch up against this Charizard that comes in here. It looks like a Wing Attack Charizard. So all is looking really poor for me, right? I have to call a bait. I fail at calling the bait. But yeah. Sirfetch'd. Give Sirfetch'd a shield. That's a big thumbs up for me. So, there you go. Sirfetch'd is a Charizard counter. Confirmed. Alright, next, we'll play the home slice battle. Actually, no. You know what? We'll leave that for the bonus battle. We're going to show the battles against, Draco. Yeah. Draco kind of whooped my ass. Yeah. Alright. Let's see what you got, Draco Bound. Draco's also one of the moderators in the Discord. Alright, so we pick up, it's alright. This is okay right here. I go for the extra counter here. I haven't seen this yet in the Ultra League with Scald, to be honest. There it is. It will do quite a bit of damage. Has a chance to debuff your attack, which kind of sucks. So, we are doing neutral with everything except for the rock slide. So we're going to, you know, throw these cross chops. One cross chop, and then switch on the, hopefully, Scald, I'm assuming. So that is going to be that, and now comes in with an Escavalier. Okay, so not a great matchup for me, but I do can hit for neutral with Dark Pulse here. I am stuttering a lot. Sorry about this, guys. So we're taking neutral from the counters because Dark takes super effective and then Poison resist. He overfarms here, so this means he's going to have to shield, which I'm okay with, but that also means I have to be careful of how much energy he has. And you know me, I've already lost count. So he does a very nice job and throws on CMP right here. So don't think that's worth the shield. That's my last shield here. So now we come in with the Charizard and hopefully we just sneak a Fire Spin through. There it is. Okay, so that thing's going to go down unless he switches out to preserve it, which he could. It's a possibility. He does. Yeah, so he preserves it. Very nice play there, holding on to the Escavalier. I'm going to catch on the Machamp here. This Machamp can tank a Scald pretty well, so Scald comes through, and we get the attack debuff. But now I can actually farm this thing down, so that's okay dokie. And the Escavalier comes back in, and I farm that down. And it's a Caesar in the back, and we have a lot of energy here. We're going to go for the Cross Chop. And then the Rock Slide, because we can only get to 2, because we'll go down to the Bullet Punches. And he tanks it. Yeah, I think he knows it's over, because it's just a Charizard, so, like, what are you really going to do, you know? So, fair enough. Fair enough. GG's. GG's. But, yeah, that's the first battle with Draco, but then he goes on to absolutely destroy me. Alright, so picking up this is why I changed to Empoleon here. Yeah, this is rough. This is rough. You can do this with Swampert, but just rough. It's just rough. You can't really safe switch. You can, but alright, he switches for me, and he switches into a Gourgeist. And wait, what level is this thing? Draco, I know you level 50 motherfucker. Like, come on, man. Draco, you got too much time on your hands. I'm just gonna be real with you. I'm just playing. So he's got a Gourgeist out here. It looks like I don't know what level it is. Probably like level 38 or something like that. I don't know. Maybe it's a level 50 or level 40. I don't know. I actually have no idea. So we take it out and we shield the Shadow Ball, which was kind of dumb because now we get farmed down by the Lapras, which is doing double super effective damage. I build up to a Hurricane. By the way, I'm not even running Hurricane on this thing, but they don't know that. They might. They might. I don't know. So we're gonna go for these Dragon Claws. No shield coming out quite yet, and we're farmed all the way down. Wonderful, absolutely wonderful. What do you do here, Shrady? Come in with the Swampert and throw the Hydro Cannon at the Venusaur. Good play, Shrady. Good play. Good play. You'll love to see it. All right. So what we do now is lose. We have no win condition whatsoever. Yeah. Gonna go for the Cross Chop. He has to shield it because it's a Shadow Venusaur. And yeah, no. Even though it takes us 5, takes him 6 to get the moves. It's just not possible with him having 2 shields and me having 1. Even with me preventing fast moves, it's just not gonna happen. The switch timer will not come up in time. He actually lets it go anyway, and then flexes his return Lapras. Yeah, so respect. That's a yeah. I would have done the same thing, probably. Alrighty then, GG's Draco, GG's. Alright, we got one more terrible loss to sit through. Let's see how Draco Bound whoops me this time. Positive lead. What do we do? Comes in with a Honchkrow, switch into the Gengar. That's exactly what you do. Nah, this was just, man. should have just gone into the Gyarados. Now that I'm thinking about it, I came in with the Gengar because I know Gengar has 0 play up against a Snorlax. But now the Snorlax is gonna farm me all the way down. And yeah, we get to the Sludge, which this still does a lot, even to a Shadow Snorlax. So we can land this at least and do some damage. But he licks all the way down, and we are down to shield because we shielded up a Honchkrow. That's not ideal. So we let this come through, and it is a super power, which does super amount of damage. He's got a Garrett. See, this looks like we could do this. It looks like we can do this, right? It looks like we can do this. All right, so we have to shield this up. And it is a Shadow Ball, so that's even better. We can do this, right? We can actually do this. He's got 2 shields. We have 0 shields. We have to just hope to God that this works out for the best. But then something happens. He gets the Shadow Punch, but that's okay. We survive a Shadow Punch, right? Just barely, though. Okay. Yeah, so we have the Sirfetch'd, but yeah, there's still a shield. So, yeah. That's it. I could have, yeah, I would have had to build up the 2 Leaf Blades to win there before going down, but that's not happening. So, just threw the Brave Bird at him. Alrighty then, okie dokie, into the next battle. We're gonna go up against Ray. Alright. Let's see, using the easy mode team, I am assuming. Very positive lead. Alright, so we get Togekiss switch in, so we're going to come in with the Charizard here. Charizard, excuse me, will resist those Fairy type attacks because of the Fire typing. And we're going to do neutral with everything, except for Dragon Claw is double resisted, so it is a very, very risky bait, of which one I usually don't go for, if I'm being honest, unless totally necessary. We shield that up because it is an ancient power that would probably take us out. It's double super effective. We're going to be farming up a lot of energy here, and at this point I realized I could have baited and then one switch, but I didn't expect him to shield twice, if I'm being honest, so that's very unfortunate. We're going to get to this Dragon Claw here. This is going to do basically nothing, so we lose switch, but we do get both shields, and the Togekiss is very, very low. Togekiss also has a charge move. That is also something to remember. We come in with the Booger Man, and he comes in with the Melmetal. So, wait, is that a... Yeah, it's not allowed in Ultra Premier, is it? And is it, mate? I don't think so. Alright, well, that's fair. We'll let it go. We'll let it slide. So, yeah, we're going to farm all the way down. And then the Togekiss comes in to throw. This is going to be an Aerial Ace. It's going to do super effective damage. We'll take a lot of our health out. Let's see. And we have a Cross Chop loaded for the Obstagoon. So, yeah. I think, yeah. That was a pretty bad lead to come back from for him. And yeah, it's okay. We still have our Alolan Muck with full health here, so this one's over. But very, very nice. I think maybe he was thinking of Ultra Remix? Not exactly sure, but that's okay. We've got more. One more. Alright, this is the now Empoleon team, not Swampert. This time negative lead. We're going to switch into the Dragonite. And looks like I'm getting some lag. We can't farm up to a Hurricane. I don't even think it's possible in the Ultra League. So we're just going to, yeah. Throw a Dragon Claw, go down pitifully. But we have this Empoleon now, not Swampert, who can wall this Charmer here. We're not going to shield this up because it was 7 charms, so I believe, or 8 charms, I believe it's an ancient power, so it couldn't be a flamethrower. And now we decide to farm all the way down. So now that Obstagoon comes back in, we have 2 Hydro Cannons ready for it. So let's see what the next play is. I throw the wrong move. That's what it was, because I forgot if it was an Obstagoon or a Machamp. So we throw the wrong move here, which, to be fair, you know, happens all the time. Alright, so we switch in the Machamp, and again, last Pokemon is a Melmetal, so a double Steel team here, but or not double Steel, just double weak to fighting in the back and the front. So ABA weak to fighting. So that is a bit rough for this team right here, but we're going to be able to get to these, you know, cross chops pretty easily. He might be farming up the 2 superpowers here. We'll just shield them both. Yeah. We can't sneak a counter in, so that's not great, but it doesn't really matter. We can just double shield here. And Obstagoon comes back in, throws a cross chop. This ain't gonna do much, so not enough anyway. And then we have the Hydro Cannon, so I figured I'd finish it off a little bit quicker with the Hydro Cannon there. So GG's. All right. Next one is against Tech. Normally, I get my ass kicked by Tech, by the way. Normally. Like on a... Usually I get my ass kicked by Tech. So let's see how this goes. We pick up a terrible lead. We're coming with the Alolan Muck. And, see, Poison Jab would be better here. So, and also regular Muck would be better here because you could hit with Thunder Punch. But we're going to come in here and throw a Dark Pulse bait. Well, Sludge Wave bait here. We're going to throw the Dark Pulse. And we do get a shield, so now we're going to go for the Sludge Wave because we can get to it. Especially if they decide to farm down. So, Sludge Wave coming through. This will do massive damage to a Shadow Gyarados. So, let's see what Tech decides to do. Double shields makes sense. Because, you know, that would have done a lot. But this is rough for us because we only had really one good response to Gyarados, and it's gone. We do have this Machamp, though, and we're going to no-shield one of these because we know there's that Clefable in the front. So we don't really need this Machamp for too much. And the Kingdra comes in, and I make a huge mistake. I really needed to stay in there. Needed to stay in with the Machamp and just do as much damage as possible. And then I would have had alignment perfect. I would have had alignment perfectly. I messed that one up. Man, I've been real freaking tired today. Seeing this, like, I didn't even remember that, or I didn't even know I did that. But now that I'm watching it, I'm like, yeah, I could have probably won that game if I just stayed in with Machamp there. Sleepy brain. Very sleepy brain. I'll get some sleep tonight, I promise. So we shielded up, hoping we wouldn't get the Octazooka debuff, but come on. I always get the debuff. I always get the debuff. So this game's over. There's nothing we can do. But guess what? There are 2 more games up against Tech Grim. And let's just watch them. Let's just watch them. I'll just put them on. I'll just put them on and commentate. By the way, my nose is also very stuffed up, so forgive me for that. Okay, this time picking up a positive lead. We're doing super effective with the mud shots, and we can hit for neutral with the Hydro Cannon. Gengar is... Okay, so very nice catch on the Obstagoon there. This is fine. I'm going to go with the Hydro Cannon up against this Obstagoon. Then come with a Machamp here. So we got 2 hard counters. Not hard counters, but 2 good counters to Obstagoon in the back. And Machamp is a very hard counter. So Night Slash coming through. So looking like it gets the boost. Sorry about that, Tech. Probably running Night Slash and Gunk Shot, I'm imagining, for the Charmers. And then Gengar comes back in. We're going to let this come through. And it's a Shadow Punch, so we survive, but we can't get to the Rock Slide. I'm running Payback on this thing. I would recommend you run Rock Slide for sure. But yeah, can't beat the Rock Slide because we're going to go down to that Shadow Claw, so we throw the Cross Chop and very nice counting on Tech's part, not shielding that. Now we come in with the Swampert, and we're going to overfarm just a little bit to see if they are still locked in there. And if they are, then we're going to get this Hydro Cannon off. And then... Okay. Add a shield, yeah. Keep it alive. Keep it alive. It is a Shadow Punch bait. We switch right now into Dragonite. And the last Pokemon is an Escavalier. Okay, so things are not too bad. We can actually farm up to the Hurricane this time, though. And I decided to let this come through because I've been Acid Sprayed a lot. And so, yeah. Yeah. Glad I didn't shield that. Alright, so we bait the Hurricane, but it is not falling. Tech is not falling for it. So we're going to go for the next Dragon Claw here. This is not going to do enough, but we'll lower it so that I can farm it down with a Swampert. I let this go. I let this go. Swampert is my win con here. Just going to come in with a Swampert. And it's another Acid Spray. And then I let them take me out so I can farm down with the Swampert. And so now I have more energy because well, it doesn't really matter anyway. Gengar's low enough, I should be able to just farm down with some mud shots, and that should be the game. And we got one more up against Tech that this one will be pretty good. Alright, please remember to edit this. Alright, into the next battle up against Tech. Let's see how it goes. Alright, picking up a positive lead this time. And we got a Tangrowth. Okay, interesting. So this is still a pretty good matchup here. Mostly just because counter does a lot of damage. I shielded this up like very confused, and it was a Sludge Bomb. I've never seen anyone run Sludge Bomb, so I was not ready for that. So we're going to build up past the Brave Bird and bait here with the Leaf Blade. Now that I know that Tech has Sludge Bomb. I'm going to come with a Gengar and just tank whatever this is, because worst thing it could possibly be is a Rock Slide. Well, it is a Rock Slide, but let's see. It's just this doesn't KO, and we are resisting the Vine Whips here, so we're going to overfarm, and throw on 6, hopefully forcing a CMP tie there. So this is going to be taking out the Tangrowth, or forcing Tech to shield, and that takes it out. And then Lapras comes back in. This gives us just a tiny bit of health, so Lapras doesn't get too much of a farm, and we can land a Sludge Bomb, which does quite a bit of damage. And can't get to the Shadow Punch, very at last second, couldn't get to it, and we now come back in with a Sirfetch'd. Yeah, shield. I think I shield this. Oh, I let it come through. Okay, and it's a Charizard in the back. Thank God I did not shield that. Okay, so we've got the Shadow Gyarados here to counter the Wing Attack Charizard, and yeah, things are looking absolutely fantastic for us right now. We just shield whatever this is. This is definitely enough for a Blast Burn here, so we're going to shield this up. And it is a Dragon Claw, and I think Tech knows they can't get to the Blast Burn, so they're just going to throw the Dragon Claw here, do as much damage as they can before going down. But we will be able to get to this Aqua Tail, and that should be able to take out the Charizard. We are taking a lot of damage from those wing attacks, though. So we take this thing out, and then it's GG's. You know, it's Lapras comes in, farms me down. I had the Aqua Tail, but didn't need it. Because we saved the Leaf Blade at the end, knowing that we would win the CMP tie up against the Lapras. So GG's, Tech Grim into the next battle. Alright, and now into the bonus battles. First bonus battle coming up is with Home Slice Henry. Going up against the one, the only Home Slice Henry. You know him. Alright, so we pick up a lead up against a Dragon Tail Melodic, so this is pretty good for us. We're going to be resisting those Dragon Tails. We will take neutral from Surf. We tried to force a CMP tie there, but our fast move animation was longer. And he comes in with his own Escavalier, so we're going to just throw a Drill Run here. This should probably be getting a shield unless he's using this as a sack. Okay, he's using it as a sack, I'm guessing. So I come in with a Swampert here. Swampert has a pretty good matchup just because it outspams Escavalier. So Drill Run coming through. I'm also not going to shield that. And we come in and just overfarm quite a bit, trying to prevent fast moves, failing miserably. And we go for the Hydro Cannon, and yep, he is just sacking it completely. And the Melodic comes back in. We go for the Earthquake and hope this is a CMP tie. Let's see. Get the shield, very nice. Not a CMP tie, so he is going to be farming me all the way down. But that's okay. We can come back in with the Escavalier and shield, because we have some energy on the Escavalier right now. Oh, and we actually are just going to throw the Drill Run. Okay, this is not going to KO. And he lets it go, and it is CMP tie, so that's perfect. That's absolutely perfect. We're going to let this go and leave it all up to Gallade. Gallade with 2 shields, right? Gallade with 2 shields? You know it to be true? Do we all know it to be true? Shield up this Surf here. That's going to be doing a little bit of damage here, so we shield it up. And the last Pokemon is a Poison Jab Muck. And I'm like, okay, this can be done, right? All I need is to land 2 close combats. No, you fool. That doesn't, no. One of them doesn't KO, and he has a shield. Yeah. 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 I'll get you one day, Home Slice. Hashtag the beef is real. Alright, into the next bonus battle. This one is using my old, I think it was called the hard mode team, or the heavy hitters. The heavy hitters team. This team got me on the leaderboards a couple of seasons back. So this is in Ultra Premier as well. Escavalier with a Gallade Safe Swap and a Swampert in the back. But I will tell you, it doesn't work as well in the meta that we're currently facing. I will say that much. But it is still fun to run. So we could have got to 2 Leaf Blades there, but we let a Charm sneak through, which means that we go down before we get the second one off. Which means we could have got a shield there if we had played things a little bit better. We come in with the Escavalier here. Escavalier is going to take resisted from everything here, so we don't need to worry about shielding a thing. Plus, this is only enough for a Psyshock, so we are going to take a lot from Charms, so we got to be careful. The counters are resisted, so we're farming up to a lot of energy. We're going to throw this Drill Run here. It's going to be taking out the Sylveon. And now, yeah, the Typhlosion. Okay, so we switch out right away. Yeah, we switch out right away knowing that this is positive for Swampert. Swampert can finish off this game very, very strong. So we're going to throw this Hydro Cannon because they are staying in here with the Typhlosion. And then the last Pokemon that Machamp comes in, but I am so ahead on energy right now that I don't even care. So we're going to shield this up, obviously, and then we go for back-to-back Hydro Cannons here. Because if he shields, then I can just get him with the next one. And he might realize that, so yeah, he does let that go. But at this point, it's over. He's got to land a Blast Burn. I could lose this, but all I need to do is land that Blast Burn on my Escavalier. So we're going to throw this Hydro Cannon. The Incinerate animation went through. That's 3. He has a Blast Burn now. So throw that bad boy in there. All right. So we sack on the Escavalier. And now we get to the Hydro Cannon. And that's going to be taken out. The Typhlosion. So very, very nice. Thank you to all of my patrons who helped me out with these battles. Thanks to Home Slice Henry. And yeah, that's about it. That's about it. If you want to enjoy this video, I would appreciate it if you left a like down below. And if you're new, subscribe as long as you enjoy the content, as there will be much more like it. Sorry I've been so tired today, but I will be back at 100% sometime in the future within the next 25 years or so. So just be patient with me, and maybe one day I'll get there. So either way, hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one. Take it easy. Shout out to my patrons: Billy Bravebird, Running Froggy, The North Star, Doug J. Dempsey, Cleric, Ryan Borowski, K, JR91, Dracobound, Ankle Waits, Meteolara, DJ Mimsy, Clapton Caveman, King Edward, Austin Gustovic, Moach, Kodiak Jenkins, Vintage Kish, Kitty Sophie, Kid Kulek, Will M, Edward O'Neill, Winter Fang, Infamous One, Daniel Tims, Ray Rafik, Insubin, Stashu, Madhouse 655321, Pineapple Pidgey, Rydakina, Bednix, and Richard.